Welcome back to another episode of Consciously Clueless. I'm your host, Carly, and I'll be your guide on this journey from consciousness to cluelessness and back around again. I wanted to take a few minutes in this last episode of 2020 to say thank you. This is episode 50. 50 episodes since I started this a few months ago, and I could not even begin to explain how grateful I am to have this platform. Having a podcast is something I talked about for a long time, and it was kind of a joke, and the fact that during 2020 somehow I made this happen, and all of you listening supported me and shared it and listened seriously makes me feel amazing. And I want to thank everyone who has listened and supported this journey and this growth as I work bugs out and work out sound problems and just figuring out what the heck I'm doing. Like, I started a podcast with zero knowledge of how to do a podcast, and I'm still learning. And creating content and all of that, I'm still kind of learning as I go, but it's because I really like it. So thank you. And I wanted to take a chance in this last little episode of the year to tell you what is coming in 2021 and what you can expect from me, from the podcast, and everything else. So there will be more interview episodes with amazing people that I have lined up in 2021. The last few weeks, I did not have any interview episodes, and technology issues, interview problems, and it just being the holidays and people being busy. So there weren't many in the last few weeks, but there are going to be interview episodes again in 2021. I'm excited to say. I know that I get feedback from a lot of you, both on the solo episodes, but on the interview episodes, because it's nice to learn from others and these unique perspectives. So I will continue to be doing that. If there are people who you think would be a good fit and who you'd love to hear me talk to, I am always up to suggestions. Also, I've talked about this a lot on here. I did a whole episode on it, but I am on Patreon, and I am really loving creating content. Again, figuring it out as I go. What I eat in a day videos and weekly meditation videos. And there's so much that I'm offering on there. Something I'm really excited about are new moon ceremonies. So once a month on the new moon, I will be doing an event that will include some kind of shaking, dancing meditation, some journaling, discussion if people are willing, and just a fun place to be so we can gather on the new moon and set some intentions and hold each other accountable, kind of create that space. So if you're interested, let me know for sure, because I'm really excited about offering that. I am also almost done with my meditation coach training. So I've done meditation work before, and it's been a part of my yoga journey, but I wanted to take a course that dove into different types of meditation specifically. So I'm almost done. I'm wrapping up that course, and then I'll be certified. So if you are interested in specific meditation guidance and help and getting going, you can reach out to me about that. I have expanded my health and wellness coaching offerings, so you can work with me for 1 hour if you just need an intro and want to kind of get some preliminary material for any goal you are working on in the health and wellness space. I do specialize in plant-based food if you are looking for help with food. So we can work together for an hour, 6 weeks, 3 months, or 6 months, and all of that is on my website and kind of what that entails. I am also doing one-on-one yoga sessions if people are interested in getting started or doing it with a group of people. Maybe you have a party or a gathering you want to do some yoga for example, next fall, I will be leading a yoga session in the morning for one of my dear friends' wedding, like stuff like that. You can let me know. Obviously, all of that can be through Zoom. And what else do we have going on? So much. Oh, I've started a morning yoga class. Typically, I did Thursdays, 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Central, and I've been doing that for over a year. That class is going strong, but I've had a few requests for morning classes. So I'm doing a morning class Tuesdays, 7 to 8 a.m. for those of you that are morning people or can't make it to Thursday night classes. So that is another thing. And I'm also just really open to providing what you all need. Like, what can I do for you? How can I be of service to you? And something I'm really enjoying getting into is, as you've noticed, I'm sure if you get my newsletter, see anything I post on social media or whatever it is, into this idea of manifesting. And manifesting is something I'll talk about more in depth in future episodes, but I want you to know and keep it on your radar that I will be incorporating more and more that work and the work I'm learning and doing with other coaches into the practices and the things I offer. So that is a part of it as well, which I think is really exciting because it's this unique blend of ways to just be happier and healthier, because that's really what I want to do. Is I want to do all these things. I offer all these things because, one, I love it. I've talked about that endlessly. I love this. I love this work. I love the things I'm doing. But also it's because other people feel good, and I love making other people feel good and happier and healthier, and then we are all feeling that way, and then we can show up and we can kick ass and we can change the world. That is my goal. We can all be better and ready to change the world. It's a lofty goal, but it's my goal nonetheless. So thank you again from the bottom of my soul for listening and for supporting me this first year. Episode 50, I cannot get over it. Through all the issues I've had, everything going on in the world, the fact that you take time to listen to this means the world to me. And I can't really describe how much it matters. Oh man, I'm going to make myself emotional. Okay, so thank you, thank you, thank you. And I look forward to working with some of you listening, or all of you listening, that would be great, in all the other capacities that I talked about on this episode. And if any of that interests you, you can always email me at consciouslycarly@gmail.com. Look up my website, consciouslycarly.com, and reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook. I check those pretty regularly at Consciously Carly on both of those platforms. And of course, Patreon. If you want to go check that out, it is patreon.com/consciouslycarly. Thank you so much for listening to this last episode of the podcast of 2020. I'm so excited to see you all in 2021 and keep going and working on this journey. If you have been enjoying this podcast, hit subscribe wherever you're listening. If you want to help me get this into the ears of more listeners, send it to a friend, text it to a family member, share on social media, and tag me so I can see. And then you help me find more people who want to listen to this podcast and to what I have to say. And for that, I am super grateful.